Hey guys, it's Jess with Tech House Inspections. I am looking at an attic right now, and I thought I would talk to you today about attic mold and attic ventilation because those two go hand in hand. There are plenty of other reasons why mold can grow in your attic, but really good ventilation is the first thing you should do for your attic. So what happens up north especially is we all remember in science class that hot goes to cold. So they say that just by living in your house, you generate about 2 to 3 gallons of water vapor a day, cooking, laundry, house plants, showering, all that stuff. And in the wintertime, especially up here up north, all that water vapor wants to go to the coldest part of your house. So it migrates through all those openings in your ceiling and finds itself in your attic. And then it hits those cold roof boards. And if you don't have really good attic ventilation, it condenses. And now you have a really nice environment and a food source for mold, the wood. So for the mold to grow on. So this home, and this is fairly common in a lot of older homes. The thing that people don't think about is a lot of the old inefficient windows, they let a lot of air in the house. People say, oh, they're cold. Well, that's true. And I still recommend upgrading windows. But the thing people don't think about when they buy old homes is when they upgrade those windows, they also need to upgrade their attic ventilation. So I'm going to flip the camera around and I'll show you what the original attic ventilation was for this house and was for many old homes of this age, because at that time it was sufficient. This house had single pane windows, doors, the whole house was drafty. So a lot of that warm, moist air never really made it all the way up to the attic. So this did the trick. But now this home has newer energy efficient windows and doors installed in it, which is great, but it's trapping all that moisture and making its way to the attic. And so I'm going to show you what happens when you do those upgrades and you don't upgrade the ventilation in your attic. So here's the inside of an old gable vent, and there's just one at either side of the attic here. And I don't know if we can see all the way down that side, but there's another one down there as well. And this is all of the attic mold. This is all the mold that's growing up here as a result of the fact that you've only got the gable vents. So after they found this, they went ahead and added some can vents up on the roof. But the problem is, even with these new can vents having been added, the air is coming in those gable vents and it's going to go out those can vents. So we're still not getting any air movement down on the lower triangle of this roof. What I recommend for that is to add soffit vents. So right now, you've got like the upper third of that triangle where the air is moving. We need to get it pulling from all the way down low. So down here at the floor of your attic where it touches the outside wall, that's where your soffit vent would be. So what a lot of people would call the eave or the overhang on your house. If you have an eave or an overhang there and you look up and you see little like vents in there, those are soffit vents. A lot of homes have an eave and overhang and they don't have soffit vents. And that's the opportunity for your attic to pull cool air into it. And as that air heats up, it'll rise and it'll ventilate the whole span of the roof deck. So in situations like this, it's not enough just to treat the mold, because if you don't correct the conditions, it'll come right back. So soffit vents need to be added here. A lot of times also I tell people to look in the air sealing of their attic. So everywhere you cut a hole in the ceiling below for a fan, a light fixture, bathroom exhaust fan, they can actually come from the attic side and seal around those. So to put a vapor barrier there that water vapor, so it helps to mitigate how much vapor your attic is dealing with. So those are a few things just to keep in mind. You can never have too many soffit vents. So if you're on the outside of your house and only have a couple, add soffit vents. I'll do another video at some point that talks about all the other benefits of good attic ventilation, but this house showed me a really good opportunity to talk to you about mold, because this is a really big one that always grabs people's attention. So if you are updating your windows and doors and haven't thought about your attic ventilation and you live in an old home, you need to look at adding soffit vents and increasing that attic ventilation. So, all right, I got to get it up and get it written up and explain this to my client. Bye, guys.